Hey guys, how you doing? This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, back with another painting video for you. So in front of me, I have an 18 by 24 gallery wrap canvas that has been in the back of my closet for about a year. And I was digging around back there and thought, you know what? It's time to reuse these. So we are going to repurpose this by doing another bloom swipe, which I've been having so much fun with. And I am very pleased that it seems the more that I am practicing, the better I am getting. Go figure. So what we have tonight, I have a bevy of colors that we are going to put down in, little pools around the canvas, okay? So the first color I have going down, this is the Indigo by Amsterdam. And it's fluid consistency. This probably isn't the best color for you to see, but if you've been watching my previous videos with these bloom swipes, or if you've been watching Molly or Mark Radcliffe, it's 3 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint, okay? And the pouring medium is a 70-30 mixture of 70% Floetrol, 30% gloss medium, and varnish. So that's mixed 3-to-1. So that is my pouring medium for this evening. So I have been wanting to do, a bunch of blues. So figured no time like the present, all right? So that was the Indigo by Amsterdam. This is Amsterdam's Greenish Blue, which I just adore this color. So I've got a bunch of blues and a couple, contrasting colors. And my swipe is going to be Titanium White by Amsterdam mixed 3-to-1 with Australian Floetrol. All right, so next, that was the Greenish Blue. Next, the whole inspiration for this color palette is the Pebeo Iridescent Blue Black, which of all of the iridescent colors that Pebeo has, this is probably my favorite, even more than the iridescent green blue. There is just something about this color that I just love. And we're not going to be shy with this color. And after I put down the main puddles, I will probably go back and, fill in some more. So next, this is Pearl Sky Blue by Arteza. Okay, I wanted a lighter blue in there. Okay, I guess we're going to put some right there. All right, so for our contrasting colors, I have some leftover Deep Violet by Liquitex Basics. This was from the Mad Electricity painting that I did a couple nights ago, and I just put out the video for that last night. That was my coffee maker turning off. All right, and then lastly, I have some of the iridescent orange yellow from Pebeo mixed with the leftover azo orange from Amsterdam from a previous bloom swipe that I did. So I think that will give this enough contrast. That when the white cell activator goes over it, the lacing should be really, really nice. Where else should this go? I feel like I am missing some right here. Okay. So just to kind of fill in the rest of these, and I do have some Flow Black that is going to go around and serve as a flow extender, even though there should be plenty of paint on this canvas. But we can help it along. So yeah, so I am just filling in the colors that need filled in. Just come in with a little bit more of the blue black. Yeah, so you can see there's no like true rhyme or reason to this, you know. I'm just trying to get, you know, the colors as evenly distributed as possible. And I'm trying to think, does anything look like it is missing? Although I will say this little bit, that little hole is bugging me. Okay. I think we are ready for the flow extender. So I am going to move these cups so I have some room to maneuver. And this is just Amsterdam oxide black. Mixed the exact same way as the other colors. 1 part paint to 3 parts pouring medium. And again, the pouring medium is 70% American Floetrol, 30% gloss medium and varnish with a tiny, tiny bit of water to thin. And I mean like 3/10 of an ounce maybe. You just want everything to be the same consistency. I don't think I've ever put down flow extenders so meticulously. Okay. So now the fun part is we load up, well, first we're going to torch, but then we are going to load up our palette knife with our cell activator. And get to swiping. Now, even though the indigo and the oxide black are two extremely dark colors, you know, the majority of the black is all going to go over the edge. So, you know, we should be left with just, you know, some blues and such on the canvas. Okay, so loading the back of my knife. You know, you don't have to overload it. You just want an even coat. And then we swipe. So let's see, why don't I start up here? Okay, not the greatest, but certainly not my worst. Okay, I found that doing these swipes, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like making pancakes, where like the first one, the first two, you know, are a little bit wonky, but then once you start getting into the rhythm, everything starts to come together. All right, so let's keep going, shall we? So you just want to go nice and slow. With even pressure, which, if you have been following along my journey with this technique, that has been one of the trickiest things. And that's just because I am naturally heavy-handed. So we are just going to keep reloading. Just like so. Yeah, and any spaces that are kind of left unswiped with the cell activator, I'm just going to go in with a palette knife. Let's see, I made a big hole right there. I found that having a stack of paper towels very nearby to clean your palette knife is very, very helpful with this technique. But I just love the lacing. I just love how this looks. And I think I might do just one more pass with this larger palette knife. Before I switch over. Okay. All right. I think now a couple passes with the smaller knife, and then everything else is just going to go to blend. There it is. All right, so I have my smaller squared off. And I like that the smaller knife definitely gives you some more freedom. It is much, much less cumbersome. And I think one more. Okay, that one was not my favorite. But what is cool, and I'm switching to my smallest palette knife. There's my finger for comparison. But what I like is that even if you've got a lot of white that you're not fond of, if you just blow, some cells will start to pop up. I just have to be careful because I don't want to get my beard in it. Because if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that that happens to me. All right, so now I am just going to try and blend out some of these more solid blocks of color. And anything that doesn't disperse to my liking, there are always ways around it. No, I did not care for that at all. Much better. Okay, we are nearing the conclusion of this little adventure. And then the really stressful part for me is the tilting. But again, I just want to make sure that there aren't just random solid All right, I think this will be the last one. Okay, now the fun part. All right. First we torch. All right, let's go for it. I haven't tilted a canvas this large in quite a while. And ooh, it's got some heft to it. All right, I'm just gonna see where the paint wants to go. So I think what I'm gonna do first is to come down this corner and then try to get maybe this corner back by me. All right, here we go. All right, excellent. All right, now I need to put this down before my shoulder falls out of its socket. All right, pretty cool. The only things that definitely need to get fixed, oddly enough, are the parts that did not have the cell activator that I swiped through. Because they just look a little a little too haphazard for my liking. All right. So, I think what I am going to do I am going to try and marry some of these spots so they look intentional. Like this lacing, for example. We'll see if this works. All right. So I just dipped the very tip of my smallest knife into the cell activator. And we are just trying to connect the dots. Kind of like man-made lacing. And it's not going to be perfect, but that's the beauty of it, is that it doesn't have to be. And it doesn't have to be a lot either. At least I found. But I mean, you can fix yours as you see fit. And I'll show these to you when I bring you in for the close-up. Okay, that's that. So I'm wondering, actually, now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if I even really need to do a whole lot of anything to these other. Yeah, the more that I look at these, the less I think a whole lot needs to be done. What I am doing, you saw I draw a little curly Q. Figure if I do that in some more spots, then things will look more cohesive. All right, y'all, I'm calling it. I love this. I just like, there's just so much to look at. So why don't I bring you in so you can see what this looks like from my vantage point. So let me bring you in for the close-up. Okay, my friends, so I really am in love with this piece. I love everything about it. I am not going to lie. Where do I even start? If we go down to this corner, the transparency from the orange, and the iridescent blue-green, I think looks fantastic. As we travel up, I love how the lacing kind of changes colors. All right, and I'm glad I kept a little bit of black on that corner. All right, here the orange looks electrified, which I am just over the moon with. I love that these cells of the pearl sky blue, and pardon that light, I got a new light. I was hoping it would be less obtrusive than the ring light. Apparently not. So yeah, I mean, this field right here, I know it's dark, but the lacing is just ridiculous. And I'm happy with, these little curly cues that I put in, throughout, just to kind of tie together, the composition, at least in my head. So I am super excited to see how this piece dries, and we will see what happens in a couple days. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining me for this video. This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, reminding you that if you are new and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe and hitting that like and the bell notification. Hit that share. Leave a comment, please. I love hearing feedback, and I will get back to you, in a timely fashion. So this was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to keep exploring this technique. This and all of my other work is up for sale. So if you see something you like, you can check out my portfolio on my Facebook and Instagram art pages at Bear's Den Acrylic Art. You can also email me directly at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com. So again, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your short week. And, let's keep painting and let's keep giving each other feedback and building each other up. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, friends, look at the dry results on this one. This is so much fun. I really have to say. I love that. If you zoom in here, this is the iridescent blue-black. I like the shine that it has next to the Arteza Pearl. The lacing with the Pebeo iridescent orange, the white lacing on top of that just looks dynamite. The violet, right here, this lacing. I love everything about it. And I am afraid that Molly has created a monster in me regarding these bloom swipes, because after this, I think I have 2 or 3 more examples to share with you, just using up canvases. So this dried really well. It's super vibrant. The lacing is clearly defined. You can tell by the glare that it's got a nice shine to it. Everything stayed put. I love it. So there we have it.